Okay, DT assigned. Done.
We are the Sports Show. Les Shapiro and Woody Paige, and I'm doing that for Jimmy. And I'll say it again, Les Shapiro, Woody Paige, the Sports Show. And what do you think about the signing of DT? All the hand-wringing, all the sleepless nights you've had, all the concern about his psyche. Is Demaryius Thomas going to have a better year than Dez Bryant?
Well, first of all, let me say of all the choices, all the things you could have done with Demaryius Thomas, I believe they should have signed him. So obviously they were listening to me. I think it's nice. I think it's great. There's plenty of money to go around. All right, they'll figure it out. Look, it lends to consistency. It lends to serenity. It makes the quarterback happy, and that's really important because Peyton Manning has back in good stead, in good frame of mind, his top wide receiver. They'll be able to do the things they've done in the past with this fantastic offense, and I'm happy for Demaryius, and I'm happy for the Broncos that Demaryius is probably going to come in very, very happy now, and I think that's important because I do believe he is mentally fragile.
What was your over/under? Is this over what you thought? Is this under what you thought?
The guaranteed money was a little bit over than I thought. I thought they could possibly get it done for 37, 38 million. But once the Dez Bryant deal was done at 45 guaranteed, you know DT was going to get almost that much.
Well,
if not the same.
And I think you'll find out that again, as I've maintained, you thought they were going to give that Jerry Jones said, "Hey, get this done.
Yeah.
I want this done before 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock Dallas time, 2 o'clock Denver time." And I think Jerry Jones said, "Okay, pay him the money."
Do you think the right thing was done here with Demaryius Thomas?
Sure, it's not my money. I don't care. Give him $100 million. I look around at contracts. You pointed out Lamar Houston got $101 million. Justin Houston, Lamar Houston. Why do I say Justin Lamar?
Because there was a football player named Lamar Houston.
Okay. Yeah. Well, Houston he's got no problem.
No, not anymore. He got $52.5 million guaranteed, which will tell you what Von Miller's going to go for next year if he has a good season.
A person sitting out there who is working a hard job, 8 to 5s in traffic at I-25, is going to say, "This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard."
Yeah.
Well, let me go back to the 1880s when there were newspaper stories. They're paying this guy $700 a year to play baseball, and there was outrage. There was actually a fans group. We have those now that there is a group called fans.
Fan clubs.
No, I'm not talking about fan clubs. I'm talking about groups that protest all the money that's been given. And there were protest groups 140 years ago. When the Cincinnati Redlegs were winning every game of the season, there were people protesting that it cost $1.25 to get into a game or something.
But you know what? I don't think the vast majority of fans give a damn. They just want Demaryius Thomas in uniform. They just want Dez Bryant in uniform. We sit here and we throw these numbers around, and all of our buddies in print and television and radio, they're talking numbers, what he deserves, what he should get, what he should. The fans don't give a damn for the most part. There are a few who are into it, but they don't care. They just want their favorite players and their best players in uniform so their team could go on and try to win a Super Bowl. Wouldn't you agree with that?
To a point, people go, "Oh, they're going to raise ticket prices." They don't live on the ticket prices.
No,
they live on the television money.
Yeah.
And so then you say that to somebody, because people say to me all the time, you say they don't think about it. Everybody talks to me all the time. Do you think they're worth this kind of money?
Oh, that's because they just want to talk to you. They want that brush with celebrity. It's an opening line.
Well, then they should brush.
How much do you think? Hey, there's Woody Paige. How much do you think DT should get for a signing bonus? They don't give a damn. They just want to talk to you.
But what I say to them is, it's TV money. But here's to remember that if you buy razor blades from a major company, you're probably paying an extra 10 cents a razor blade, because that razor blade company or that beer company has to pass along that cost in order to give the NFL $50 million. So does that bother you as a fan, and you are a fan of certain teams, that the price of you doing business in life is that you pay a little bit more for automobiles or razor blades, and people say to me, "Well, I don't care." Well, okay, then that's the cost of doing business. There are other people, though, that say, I work really hard at my job. How many times have you heard school teachers make $40,000 a year, and this guy's going to make $14 million this year?
Yeah, my father-in-law brings it up all the time. They're overpaid. Well, then don't watch.
Well, here's the other thing.
They're entertainers.
Then your father-in-law should have gone out and worked harder and become a professional football player. He wouldn't have gotten much money then.
He's 5'5", 130 pounds.
You didn't answer my question. Who is going to have Les Shapiro on the sports show at 1:45, 15 minutes before the deadline? And in case you just have not heard, Dez Bryant and Demaryius Thomas have signed basically the same contract.
Yeah, pretty much.
Do you think there was collusion?
No, I don't think there was collusion. By the way, Dez Bryant is getting a $20 million signing bonus. So right now, the Cowboys are writing a check for $20 million, and Dez Bryant is leaving the Cowboys facility and walking to the bank, or driving to the bank, or being driven to the bank. He can afford a chauffeur now. And depositing $20 million into his account. My guess is Demaryius Thomas is going to get somewhere between 15 and 20 in a signing bonus as well.
Well, let's get into cars. And let's plan a robbery between here and Dove Valley.
Stop them.
Well, but you said earlier they're not in the same place. I imagine John Elway is off in one of his other houses he has. Demaryius Thomas may be in town. We don't know. But yeah, you're right. He's going to get a signing bonus based on what we've just seen. $19.3 million.
Yeah, something like that.
Because he's not going to come up to Dez Bryant wants to make more than Demaryius Thomas. I think that John Elway is also saying, well, see, we were able to get him for less than what Dez Bryant.
And you know what it also does? It allows you now to use the franchise tag on Von Miller next year if you have to.
Sure.
Gives them some breathing room.
Yeah. And you were right about that. I would say what's been funny is Chang and Ing, and they were the original twins who were together. Dez Bryant and Demaryius Thomas have been linked.
What do you mean, conjoined twins? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Conjoined twins.
Conjoined, yeah.
Yep. They have been conjoined twins since they were drafted.
Yeah.
Because the Broncos could have drafted Dez Bryant, but moved ahead of the Cowboys and got Demaryius Thomas.
And by the way, surprise, surprise, that the deals were done right before the deadline. Isn't the way it always works?
Deadlines, there's a reason for, as Mark Kislow always tells me, they're not deadlines, they're just guidelines.
Yeah. That NFL update sponsored by the Fantasy Sports Combine. It's going on this weekend. You still have a couple of days if you're interested in this. At the Wynn in Las Vegas, Friday to Sunday. This Friday to Sunday, Adam Schefter, Matthew Berry, Bonnie Bernstein, Kelly Hartung, Mike Shanahan, Terrell Davis, Brandon Stokely. They're all going to be there. There's a long list of celebs who are going to be there to help you draft your fantasy football team. You can still get your tickets today at fantasysportscombine.com. Woody and I will also be there giving you some really bad advice.
No.
But you still have...
Well, it's, I want to add... You're staying at the Wynn. See, they told us, they invited us both. You're staying at the Wynn. I'm staying at the Excalibur.
Yeah, sure you are.
$23 a night.
Sure you are. Sure you are.
Yes. We're going to lose and win.